All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans.
Quite the music playing, but realize for this. Half step and then he did a step.
Begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game.
Half step stop.
This is fielded at the goal line.
And
he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Egelberger on. I wasn't supposed to go to him, but.
Check 55, Mike. I'm 55. I'm 55.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
Y'all running the exact same way?
Stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You can't block me. Echo. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Mike's 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Let's get this.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you... And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Oh, no, no.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
He just escaped again.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans first down.
Hold on. See if I can get somebody else.
Here we go.
See if anybody...
We own it. Check safety.
Ain't nobody on that.
A first down carry for Henry. Xavier
Come out there on
to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw here. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. It's a pickup of 5.
I told him he was a shit.
Second down. After
Just kept telling him that. You trash ass. Man, you suck, boy. You really suck. You went 3 for 7, boy. You trying right hard to score. You couldn't hit nothing. He's like, oh, that's because I didn't give a fuck no more. I'm like, yes, you did.
To the right on 2nd and 5.
Slam.
That was me. I say that.
66. Pull it. Half. Shift.
Now he's gonna actually
They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
You're not gonna play him that close. He can't shoot. 2-8 slash. Can't shoot for shit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Letting one go. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
This game is horrible.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
My fault.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Watching the game and playing
on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, they ran into a first down.
Yo, this game is trash, bro. What the fuck?
To QT. A good
You
pickup
mean,
there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Yo, what? He's not. I'm getting away from him, bro. Yo, this game is horrible. We cannot defend from the other side of the basket, bro.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's trash. It's the worst play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Where's the set? 19. Mike 54. Mike 54. And watch that.
On second down, Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for
right by the free throw line the whole game. He ain't gonna shoot that shit.
From the gun, here's Watson. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watson in the offense going to come up first.
134 to 110.
8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Big stop. Let's zoom. Mike's 54. Mike out.
Here's Watson. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
Good charge. Good charge, Becky. Ah!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. That's it.
2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone. And
he like, yeah, go ahead, shoot it through. Everybody else shooting through. Go ahead, shoot it through. And he greened it for the game. And I was like, that's on, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off the court.
Just inside the 20.
You shit on me.
Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I know he played bad. It's crazy.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
He should have been over.
And this will be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did. That was nice.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson, 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
54 Mike. Drop deep. Go.
Oh, waiting for somebody to cut to the back.
54 is Mike. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
I don't know.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't,
he got the big man.
the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is
gonna throw that shit down,
running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
You didn't buy any dunk
Can he get into
animations?
someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Why not?
If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
What? Pickett?
4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The takeover? The takeover.
Offense
That's what
already
happened?
at the line, set to get going.
And goal.
Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All
I
right,
want to make them
Coach,
fall. Let me see.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
If I'd have made that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Give me that. Give me that.
Picked off by Gary and Conley. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong
You
door
guard me, boy.
and running into your pool
Crazy?
instead of running
Can't
out
guard me,
into the
boy.
field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Not a AI.
I've heard stories about teams actually doing
White-
that.
white
back
shirt
in
is
the
the
old
AI.
days.
Another time now.
Yeah.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
Yeah.
And they'll be driven back here, losing
no,
yardage
I don't
to
want
the
to straight up.
10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
Stop
into
reaching,
the
boy.
second down.
And plays like
Can I
that
have
are
fun?
exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think
wanna
the
have one-on-one
halftime
battle.
adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Harold Landry gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his
Look at that. We got a full
linebacker
24
spot.
again.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down. From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Just look up on the stick.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
That's got another attribute.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Oh.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I wonder if Dale's watching. Oh, he's still working. He went back to work. I wonder if Dale's back to work or if he's watching the game right now.
It's caught by Davis. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along
he's not online.
because the spot they're in now is a credit to
He's not online.
They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Yeah, no.
Here we go. Set. This is the plan. I want that. Give me that ball. Henry. Give me that ball.
Run downs.
Give me that ball, defense. Go. Mike 51. Mike run it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Ready. 60 out low. Ball trot. Check me out. Right here, guys. Fight. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Come get some.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You know what I was about to do.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 51.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike is set. Great team. Mike 4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta? And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I was hoping him to...
Reset. Great team. Alert. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
He can't do nothing about that.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Watson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
We want it. Come to my wall. Get down. Go. Showing it. No. Off. Let him go.
To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Fuck on. These are fucking rings.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had a fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the Wildcard game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm not bashing badly. That's the same dude. I didn't even know that was him. It's Chad.
The Titans offense set
Yeah,
to
I
begin.
just realized that was him.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great
Easy
field
catch.
position, turned into 6 points.
Changes.
They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Changes
what one
clothes,
decision can do.
builds and everything.
And a big loss here as he's
even know that
taken down. Whitney Merciless. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Jump shot's gonna be a little fast.
Now back to throw. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is it. 19. 26. Mike 54. Target. Echo. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man, it's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and
Another good left squad anyway.
yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of
The other guy
steam.
didn't join the squad anyway.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle here to Brown.
Joined it and then he left.
23 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I don't fucking know. Game's horrible, that's right.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And this one complete to Reed. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, it was his safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
He probably don't got no finish. They know he's going to miss it. That's how they did that.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
did.
How is that even one?
Can't get past it. He's automatic. We can push the ball.